What's up everybody, it's Luke James, not the singer, and this is my review for Young Jeezy's 5th album, Seen It All. So let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. The album opens up with Quarter Block, and this is basically just your basic Jeezy song. He's talking about dope and numbers, has a loud booming beat, but I like the little electric guitar that's going on there just because it changes up the sound a little bit. From there we move on to the song What You Say, which is probably my least favorite song on the album. But that doesn't mean that it's bad, because it's an alright song. It just doesn't really stick out in any way, and it's kind of just your quintessential Jeezy song. Like, this could have been put on any of his albums or mixtapes, and it could have fit in. The third track, Black Eskimo, is only about 2 minutes long, but it's one of my favorite songs on there. I really like the beat. It has these Spitfire snares on it, and these bells going throughout it. Big, loud bass, and he's rapping about how he's the Black Eskimo, because, you know, Young Jeezy, the snowman, coke. He's pushing it, Black Eskimo, you get it. Then we come to the song Enough, which is one of my favorite songs on the album because it's one of those Jeezy tracks where he's just uplifting you. You know what I mean? It's that thug motivation type of shit where he's saying if you work hard enough and grind hard enough and stay strong enough, you can do anything you want to do. Like, this is the type of song you want to listen to when you're going out for a run or if you're pushing weight, because it's going to give you a couple extra laps and maybe help you push up a couple more pounds. The 5th song is Holy Ghost, and he leaked this single a little while ago. There's not a video for it or anything, but it's been making the rounds online. And I really like this beat. It has a nighttime, laid-back sort of feel to it. And the song is about how he's sitting in the back of his Holy Ghost, or his Rolls Royce. At first, when I saw the title, I thought it would be about something religious, but that's not what it is. Lyrically, this song sticks out too because Jeezy is speaking to Freddie Gibbs and Kinky B, who he's had different issues with regarding money, label work, etc., etc. So it's kind of cool that on this track he's actually saying something, whereas most of these songs he's just talking about dope dealing. But that's what you want from Jeezy, and that's what you expect. And even when he's in that lane, he manages to keep it interesting. But Holy Ghost is one of the standout tracks. A lot of these tracks are standout tracks. It's a really solid album. The next song is Me Okay. Everybody's heard this one by now. It's one of the singles. It's been getting rotation. There's a video for it, but the video is not really interesting, so I can't say anything about it. It's just your typical rap video, really. Lyrically, there's not much going on this track. It's just like a big, loud beat with a catchy hook that people are going to sing along with. But it is kind of cool because he does diss Def Jam just a little bit. And I like the line where he talks about how he went from being in the XXL to being in the Forbes. The following song is called Four Zones, and the beat has a similar vibe to Holy Ghost. It's just kind of chill and laid back, but still loud and bassy. And I really like this song a lot. Jeezy actually makes use of auto-tune on the hook, which I know we're all tired of auto-tune. I mean, I know I am for sure. But he makes good use of it. He doesn't have it turned up too high. It's not crazy like when Future does it, or it's not T-Pain-ish or anything. It just kind of, you know, breaks up the song a little bit and makes the hook stand out. And I really like the hook on this song because it's catchy, and you will sing along with it. And again, it's Jeezy rapping about his dope slinging days. I don't know why I'm not tired of it at this point. I mean, most rappers, when they rap about this type of thing, I don't really care, but Jeezy is just so in this lane. He knows how to keep it interesting and tell stories and paint a vivid picture. Next, we have Been Getting Money featuring Akon. I really like this track. It definitely passes the car test, and it's kind of cool to hear Akon because I can't remember the last song I heard him on. I'm sure he's still out there putting in work and being featured on songs, but I can't remember the last really good song with him on it. You can let me know. I'm sure I'm overlooking something, but he was good on this song. Had a really good beat on here, loud. I like the guitar plucks. It kind of gives it a different sound from some of the other songs on the album. So this one stood out a little bit in that regards, but lyrically, I mean, it's called Been Getting Money, so figure it out for yourself. There's not really any lyrical bombshells happening here. The next song is Fuck the World featuring August Alsina, and this is one of my least favorite tracks on the album. It just feels kind of forced. I don't mind August Alsina. I think he has a pretty good voice, but on here he's just whisper singing, so he's not even really making full use of the power that he has in his voice. And Jeezy has a bridge on here where he's kind of sing-songy, and it's not really good. It's just one of those songs that is fan service for the ladies, more or less. I didn't like this one at all. I don't really like any of Jeezy's songs that are more or less aimed at girls, but every now and then he gets it right, like on TM103 when he had All We Do Is Smoke and Fuck. That was one of my favorite songs of the year when that album drops. The 10th song is Seen It All featuring Jay-Z, and this is one of my favorite tracks this year. This track is crazy. I can't believe how dope this beat is. When I first heard this beat, I actually thought that it was lifted from a Super Nintendo role-playing game or something like that, because it has that sort of feel, almost like you're at the village buying some weapons and armor. Listen to it, you'll know what I mean. That's kind of my catchphrase. I say that a lot. Listen to it, you'll know what I mean. I might have to get that on a t-shirt. But anyway, I digress. This song is crazy. Jay-Z's verse on this is one of the best Jigga verses I've heard in a long ass time. And I actually saw some people saying that he fell off and didn't do his thing on this track. If you hear anyone saying that, you don't need their opinion on shit because they're full of shit. That verse is crazy. And even Jeezy's verse on it is good. Again, it's about dope dealing and they're rapping about how they've seen it all. But this song, they kind of both go into a little more detail compared to some of the other songs on here where Jeezy is just touching on the surface a little bit. But this song is incredible, might be the best song on the album, it's definitely one of them. Don't sleep on this, and don't listen to anyone who says that Jay-Z fell off, because they're bullshitting you. The next track is called Win is a Win, and it kind of sounds like a Rick Ross, Maybach music, laid back type of beat. It's only a little over a minute long, so there's not much I can say, but it is a cool track, and I liked it. Beautiful, featuring Rick Ross and The Game, comes next. And again, it has that smooth Maybach music type of feel to it. It kind of has that sound like Rick Ross's song Amsterdam. And this was a cool song. The title actually fits the beat really well because the beat is so beautiful and lavish. Like when you close your eyes and listen to this song, you will be teleported to a mansion with all kinds of girls in bikinis and a beautiful fountain made out of gold and diamonds. The rapping is just some basic braggy type of shit. You know, they're talking about Lamborghinis and other cars, beautiful women they have, their mansions, just things they have and how beautiful their life is basically. But this is a cool, lavish, laid-back track. I really like this one. Now the next song kind of caught me off guard a bit. It's called Bees Like and it features Boozy. I'm not really a big Boozy fan. I don't think he's awful, but I never really got all the hype. Like some people talk about Boozy like he is the truth, like he is the best rapper to have ever existed, which I don't get. But I really like his verse on this song. The whole song is how they're talking about they know what it bees like to go through struggle and pain. Jeezy is singing on the hook, but it doesn't sound bad. You know what Jeezy sounds like when he sings. He's not trying to hit high notes or do a Drake thing. He's just kind of harmonizing so that it's catchy. What I liked about Boozy's verse is that he gets a little personal. He talks about how hard it was for his mom to see him in jail and how his daughter actually had her period while he was in jail and he wasn't there for her to help her with that, which I kind of found that line kind of weird and kind of funny, like it caught me off guard. But I get it. It proved its point. Like it must have been hard for him to be in there. So this is a great song. I really like the beat too. It's not overly trappy by any means. It almost has like a more lighthearted commercial sound to it, so it kind of sticks out. It's a good song. The next song is No Tears featuring Future. And I know this is one of the songs that a lot of people are going to hate on because it's not a hard song. It's not a typical Jeezy sounding song and it has Future on the hook. I get it, but I really like this song. I thought Future was alright on it. He wasn't as annoying as he usually is, although I think a reggae artist would have fit this perfectly. Just the way the beat sounds, you can just imagine a reggae artist on this. And I really like the lyrical content on this song, because the message is, you're going to grow up, you're going to change, you're not always going to keep the same friends, because things just don't stay the same, but you can't cry about it, because that's what life is about, moving on, having other experiences, etc., etc. So it's kind of a deep song too, if you look at it in that way. Also, the video is really cool, because it was shot in St. Thomas, so there's some cool scenery and stuff going on in the video. All in all, I like the song and the video. I'm not hating on it like a lot of people are. We end the album with the song Perfection, which I think is the perfect way to wrap this project up, because Jeezy's saying how, if you look at how he's done things in his life, he's done it with perfection. From trapping to rapping, he's been through it all, he's seen it all. The beat on this is fire, it's some late night ride out type of music. It's the perfect way to end the album. So all in all, I give this album a 4 out of 5. Yeah, the content is pretty much the same old that you're going to get from Jeezy, so maybe I'm being hypocritical, because I know a lot of the time I say that I really appreciate originality and creativity. But the thing is, what else is Jeezy supposed to do? This is his 5th album, he's been around for a while, he has his lane, he's staying in it, and he does it perfectly. When he does dope boy rhyming, it's way better than pretty much, I can't think of anyone else who I like who raps about this type of stuff and makes it sound as good as he does. Maybe Jay-Z when he's on the topic sometimes, but I mean, this is Jeezy's lane. Like, this is what he's on all the time. The beats on this album are crazy. Like, there's no song on here that I hate. There's a couple that I didn't really like, but, you know, even those ones I can deal with. And I like that Jeezy is just still doing the same thing, because a lot of the artists who came up with Jeezy, like, years and years back, look at what they've done. A lot of them have either gone too far left, making some really weird music, or they've sort of done the mainstream crossover, techno, dance, poppy type of stuff. Jeezy has kept it real since the beginning. This is a great album. I don't think he's missed a beat on here. Like, All his albums are solid. There's no Jeezy album that I don't like, and this is an excellent addition to his collection. If you're a Jeezy fan, you're going to love this. If you're not a Jeezy fan, it's not really going to make you one, but this was just a solid album. Definitely one of the better projects to come out this year. And that's not to say that it's a hip-hop classic, or that it's a masterpiece, or that the lyrics are on some next-level shit, but in its own way, in this lane that young Jeezy just has mastered 100%, it's a 4 out of 5 for sure. I don't think it's worse than that. So that's my review for young Jeezy's Seen It All. Thank you for watching. You can email me at luke@redmattersite.com if you have any album review requests, or if you're an independent artist and you want me to review your album. There's much more to come. Thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time.